Okay, so now we have to talk a bit about parameters. Yeah, parameters are a very interesting topic, and I try to kind of figure out how to talk about it more. And really, when it comes to all these features, whether it be parameters, modulation, zones and layering, and then presets, and even the way you could build your own installations, every aspect of mainframe, everything that's gone into its design, it wasn't just based off cool features to add. It really tied together, or really was, to me, almost like a stepping stone to express this bigger vision behind what a tool can be. And even if we look at something, let's say like presets, I'm not saying it's not a new concept at all. Most of these sort of electronic digital type tools have presets in them. So that itself is not new. I'm not saying that, right? But I think what I'm trying to say is the decision to add it and the way I add it and my personal belief and thought and perspective on adding something like presets is really guided by this bigger picture of what I want the technology to be. Or, for example, presets on, if we look at it from purely like a functional level, okay, it's a way to save your parameters, store them so you can recall them. And so you're not starting from scratch every time. You kind of build up this sort of like library on the device. So that's one way to describe presets, which I could just leave it at that, to be honest. And maybe it's better I do, to be honest. I mean, yeah, maybe it's better I do. I don't know. But at the same time, I believe in almost like full, clear, and like honest communication. And if there was a bigger picture or a deeper level why I added presets and my personal thought process that went into adding presets, it should be communicated. And it's almost like not as important if anyone sort of doesn't really care or doesn't want to know or really doesn't care about the bigger picture, just wants to really look at just the functional aspect of why I added that. I think that's okay too. So I don't want to discount that functional element of it if it is able to, or the fact it solves a problem isn't like, okay, now you could store your presets and recall them later on. Yeah, that's fine. But I think there's going to be a certain number of customers who want to know that deeper level, who are very curious about the bigger picture behind why I do this and what I'm trying to do. So I think for their sake, I think for the sake of really communicating what this is all about, and with the expectation that certain customers won't care, but then there'll be some other set of customers who actually do want to know, they do care. And so I think it's more for them, I guess. And then just for the sake, again, of just honest communication, which is now becoming a bit of a value of mine, is just talk about this as natural and as honestly as possible. If I were to try to now intentionally hide things, as in, I added this feature because it actually really, I see a big picture behind how a lot of our technological tools should include this for XYZ reasons, because it's solving this bigger XYZ problem. So if I were to not say that now, then it reduces that honesty I'm trying to now reach. So I think at the end of the day, I want to share all of this, really get better and improve my ability to share this, talk about it, and, do it in a way where, it's could be understood. And if I'm making video, let's say on parameters, which is what I need to do right now, not necessarily just filling 10 minutes of me blabbing on about, the bigger picture, parameters, what I could do for, maybe talk about it a bit, introduce it as that, and then get into the meat of, how to use it, turn this knob, the parameters are available, how do you, so I think that's definitely still the focus, but doesn't mean I can't introduce the bigger picture at the beginning, let's say, or at some point. But then what I'm, I guess, trying to do or thinking of doing is adding in that deeper level as like a separate almost video series, as you click on the YouTube channel or into the website, and then you could see the deeper level thoughts and the perspective, the design philosophy that went into the product. So then those who are interested in it, who do want to know, who maybe already see something in it and are just more curious if, to confirm their suspicions or something like that, or, maybe something they've already felt themselves and trying to, so I think it's more for that purpose, where it's not at the forefront, it's not the complete focus, but it exists, it's there for the interested parties. And I think that's kind of what I'm trying to lead towards, or I think what I'm trying to now do. And the direction of the content strategy. Okay, so parameters.